I've been trying to post my lives lately. It hasn't been posted, man. So we'll see if this one posts. If it don't post, then maybe I'll share it as an IGTV story or something like that. But getting a late start on my day, I had a couple of things I wanted to kind of cover. What up, OG in the house, and I'm forever changing. I know I'm in the middle of y'all work day. Some of y'all might be on your lunch break. If you are, thank you for joining me. Some of y'all supposed to be working right now, but instead of working, you are slipping off to the bathroom because you saw I was coming on live, and I appreciate you doing that as well. And the rest of y'all probably just gonna watch a retrospect. Let's see here. I just got a DM from a young lady, so shout out to her. Shout out to Lonnie Vassar, who sent me this video. Just a couple of quick thoughts. I ain't really have enough to make a whole video or nothing like that, but let's see. I don't know if you guys have seen it. Hold on.
He hit me up on the gram the other day, and he said, Prince Donnell, can I have a wife but still be friends with other women? And the answer to that question is hell no. And this may sound arrogant when I say this, but I'm too good of a dude to be friends with single women because I have so much to offer and I'm so friendly that might turn that single woman on, and next thing you know, I'm dealing with temptation and I don't need that in my life. You feel what I'm saying? And I want to let all my fellas know this. If a woman found you worthy enough to be a husband, that means other single women will find you worthy too. But here's the thing, you don't know their intentions, and next thing you know, you was too friendly to that chick and now you end up homeless because you laid up in that hotel with that chick, your wife found out, and you lost your entire family. Don't do it to yourself. Listen, if I got any women as friends, they acquaintances. They friends with me and my wife, you feel me? So that nothing could ever get in between because I don't play around with temptation. And you too good of a dude to be playing around with temptation too. So a dude hit me up on the gram the other day. He said, Prince Donnell.
From a brother named Prince Donnell, for those who asking. And the lady that sent me, she said, you know what? I want to know what your thoughts are. To me, it sounds arrogant. And I'll say this. I like it. I like the general concept of if an environment or a situation is not conducive to your goals or your whatever situation that you're trying to get to, relationships, fitness, whatever, don't go there. Just stay away from it. Ain't worth it. I like that. I like that sentiment. And I think overall the basic principle of what he's preaching and what he's sending out to guys is definitely constructive and it's positive. Only thing I was listening, like when I heard it though, I was like, man, it's just kind of a little bit of cringe going on whenever he kind of associated singleness with thirstiness. And because there's this narrative, you know what I'm saying? And he kind of reinforced the narrative that as a single woman, by default, you're just ready and willing for any good guy that comes across your path. You know what I'm saying? Or the narrative that singleness is somehow by default associated with immorality. You know, but I want to put something on everybody out there, both women, men, in relationships and out. There are some single women who won't fuck you even if you want to fuck them because you're married. Even if they want a relationship, they've been waiting for a relationship, they want a husband, they see you as a great guy, you have all this shit to offer. Because you're married, there are plenty of single women out there who won't fucking touch you. In fact, that's going to turn them off. So it ain't like, you know what, because, you know, you're such a great guy, any single woman just can't resist you, and, you know, you need to watch out for these single women and all their thirstiness and ready and willing to mingle with you, the married man who is worthy of being married. Some single women, even if you are a good dude, you still ain't they fucking tight. And the fact that you in a marriage, they just gonna blow up your spot. They not gonna be ending up in no hotel with you nowhere. So the only reason why I want to bring that up is not just for technical purposes or anything like that. It's because the more that we associate singleness, exclusively as it pertains to women, because this don't go for us men. Nobody gives a fuck if me as a man is single or men in general are single. But the more that we associate singleness in women with being this immoral, thirsty thing or thirsty character trait, like something is wrong with you and you desperate and just waiting for your opportunity, meaning you couldn't get nobody and that's why you single, the more there's going to be an aversion to being single, when that's what a lot of people need in their lives so they can give themselves that undivided attention to prepare for a healthy and happy relationship if that's what they want. But most importantly, to be healthy and happy on a personal level, regardless of a relationship with anybody else. So, again, to the point that he was making now, I agree. I love the message that, you know what, if it ain't gonna lead to what you're trying to get to, man, stay away from it. I think a better way to present that, though, is instead of making it outward, you know, and all these single women out here who won't be able to resist you in all your glory and goodness as a man, to make it inward. You know, because as a man, you know that no matter how good you are, you're still susceptible to temptation. You may be weak. And the fact that you might even try a woman, regardless if she's single or not, is enough to fuck up your whole situation, your marriage, your relationship, and your happy home. So don't even go out there where there may be an opportunity for you to ruin what you got at home, regardless of what somebody else may do. But leave the singleness as a metric of character out of it. That's just me, though. So I'm curious what y'all think about that. Let me see. They say, I agree with you, but there are actually a lot of women out there. There are women on both sides. Again, the perpetuated narrative that as a single woman, by default, you're thirsty for any woman that comes your way. Even if he's married, you're going to shoot your shot, or you might shoot your shot, is bullshit. And it's old and it's tired. It goes along with the whole, if you're single, you must be lonely. It goes along with the whole, if she's single, what she got to say about somebody having a man in a relationship? Where your man at? It goes along with that narrative. That's the shit that I'm not cool with. And I'm tired of. Let's see here. I actually know more women who are single and won't fuck with you because you're in a relationship than I do that will. I know more women who, if a man is especially married, that's why, if that wasn't the case, dudes wouldn't be lying so much about the fact that they are married or in a relationship. If it was just so easy to get a single woman to come and fuck because he's such a good guy, you know, I'm not talking about him anymore, but I'm just saying, dudes in general. But I know more women that will not fuck with you because you're married than I do these women out here that even if you claiming you're married or whatever, they ready to go to a hotel with you. I know more single women who already have identified themselves as wife material. They somebody's wife. It just ain't that time yet, and they ain't came across somebody who has not disappointed them. I know more women in that situation than women that are like, oh, whatever as you come, and I don't care what relationship you in. So of course, I'm going to be an advocate against that stereotype and that stigma that has been perpetuated for a very long time. Let's see here. Say photogenically natural says, or people saying you're single, so what's wrong with you? Exactly. So overall, now I want to reiterate, he had a great point, and I agree with it. It's just, you know, if somebody's putting a message out there, you know what I'm saying, we got to be constructive in how we address the components of it, so that as a byproduct, we're not enforcing something that could be harmful or taking us 2 steps backwards when you just took a step forward. Oh man, you said you was just hit on by a married man at work today? At work? And you see, that by itself, even without you going to the hotel with him, that by itself should be what me and every whatever person in a relationship or whatever should be trying to avoid. Not just the fact that you're ready to open your legs, but we should be trying to avoid any situation where we might do some shit. You know what I'm saying? We might fall. Not necessarily to temptation, but like we might even try. That should be what we were trying to avoid, because before you even fuck that woman, your relationship, before you even fucked her, you already disrespected your relationship. That's what you should be trying to avoid. Not just ending up in the hotel and actually securing the deal. And quiet is kept, 56th Street, that says single women love being able to take men out of their relationships. It's some women in relationships that don't mind taking another man out of his relationship. Come on now. Come on now. You can't handle the cussing, we gonna get you out of here. Nicole says there's nothing good to come out of dealing with a married man. Yep, okay. I said it's a big bottle. Yeah, man, it's a gallon. Get my water on. Alright, I'm about to get up out of here, though. I'm about to hit this gym now. Just wanted to drop those thoughts on you. Matter of fact, no, I do have one more thing. Shit, I might have missed it. Let me just say this. I don't even want to play the whole video, man. Matter of fact, I do play some of it. Kevin Hart posted a really cool video, speaking of married men. That was shady as fuck. Fuck that. I'm not even going to play it now. He said something, and this is something hopefully I can leave y'all with that may be of value. He was talking about people that just enjoy being negative. I don't know if y'all saw it. It had like 3 million views. Interview that he did, and he was talking about how some people just love being negative. If you mention a movie, somebody's gonna say, I hate that movie, just to be negative. Let me tell y'all something though, and this kind of helped me detach from negative ass people. Even like I just blocked, since I've been talking, y'all, I blocked like 5 people from this live chat. Ain't really heard me bitch about it, have you? I've learned to have compassion for negative people by understanding a lot of times it ain't about you, and sometimes it ain't even about their character. A lot of negative people aren't negative by virtue of their immoral values or whatever. A lot of negative people are negative because they have hurt that they never dealt with effectively or productively. So whenever you see somebody getting at you, cussing at you, trying to get your attention, just spewing out negative shit, a lot of times, not say 9 times out of 10, that's a hurting person. Thinking about whenever you were hurting and you had not yet healed or dealt with that pain. More than likely, you weren't the most friendly person to deal with. That wasn't who you were, value-wise. That's just where you were at in terms of your pain that you had not dealt with. So the next time that somebody is negative to you, whether it's a McDonald's worker that don't want to give you no extra sauces, whether it's whoever is negative, that hating ass person at your co-working space or whatever, understand that person is probably hurting. They need to go see a therapist. That ain't for you to engage with. That ain't for you to defend yourself against. 9 times out of 10, that's some pain that they never resolve. And that's just what it is. I just want to put that on y'all because sometimes we go around here, we get so defensive thinking, oh, these bad people trying to overtake me and overcome me and take away all my happiness. They mad that I'm happy. No, they mad with their life. And they taking it out on anybody else who's accomplishing or even still has faith that they can accomplish something, or who even still has the ambition and the hope that they can accomplish something because they miss having that. So they taking it out on you because they're mismanaging their emotions. That's all. From that perspective, I've been allowed to have a lot more compassion when I see people trolling, when I see people talking shit. Like, of course, I still don't deal with them. I block them. But I damn sure don't go back and forth with them or engage with them or clap back or any of that. It's just like seeing a person bleeding. You know what I'm saying? You see a person bleeding, you don't see a person. If you see a person with a gun pointed at you, you might try to get your gun or something like that. You see a person bleeding, you just look at them like, oh, you just need to wipe that up and put on a Band-Aid. Now you're not engaging. Same thing whenever I see somebody and they on some other shit, some negative shit. You can't have my energy. I hope you get a Band-Aid though. Have a good day. That's how I feel about it. So, I'm hollering at y'all lady. Y'all be good. Peace.